Imagine one day you just wake up, look at the mirror, and God gave you the ability of the editor fingers. It says you can remove fat in every single place in your body with just a swipe with just a swipe. But the catch is, you can only remove fat from one part. That's a no-brainer for you, and you just do one. Whoop, oh wow, my belly fat's all gone. But now you look at your other parts, like, oh my god, now I look weird. I don't even look like anyone on the media. Like, imagine, oh wow, six pack right there, fat legs, fat arms, fat face. Imagine, yeah, okay. Like, imagine I don't have this immaculate jawline and just have a six pack, and then I just have to wear my shirt. Oh, the only thing I can do is like pick up my shirt and swap my face, and the girl's like, yeah, six pack, something like that. But with shirt on, you still look like that blob of fat BS you were before. But the thing is, does this finger that God gave you in this imaginary situation even exist in the first place? Can you actually spot reduce fat like I said? Well, we'll find out in this video. So the first know if you can actually spot reduce fat in the first place. We would need to know that how fat loss even works in the first place, right? People just say that, oh yeah, to lose fat, you just do some cardio, just do some treadmill running, just like all the moms out there with 4 treadmill on my gym that is always packed, and I did not have a chance to incline walk any single second of my life. Not like I want to anyways, because I have the secret cheat code on how to actually lose fat I will talk about later on this video. But how does lose fat actually works? Does it like those moms that I said before? Not to be mean or anything, but they're always on the treadmill for like 6 months already, and I think they're having a hard time actually getting those fat down, and always complain, oh, my weight goes up, this thing doesn't work, and stuff like that. So how did actually fat loss work? Well, fat loss is caused by one thing, a calorie deficit. What is a calorie deficit? It basically means that the amount of calories you pumped into your body, maybe your body, I love this analogy of, imagine your body is like a skyscraper that was stacked with a lot of floors. Each floor is like an activity you do in a day. So maybe you take a walk to the fridge, you sleep, you wake up, you brush your teeth, you do cardio, maybe you do some weightlifting, and sky up, and this whole tower, even the internal activities inside your body, like digesting food or just maintaining muscle mass in the whole, all stacks up into this big skyscraper. And this skyscraper needs energy. Basically, let's imagine here is electricity, gas, water bills to maintain this tower state. So this whole tower needs electricity or energy in general to maintain it. So however much this tower needs, the energy amount that this tower needs, is your base metabolic calories. So if you do more, if you weigh more, if each of the floor is bigger, then it would take more energy, more electricity, all that stuff to maintain this tower, to maintain this skyscraper. Some people's skyscraper are thick, but big and tall. Some people are big, but not that tall. Some people are small, but tall, but stuff like that. Each person has their own kind of skyscraper, and that will all determine into this base metabolic calories amount. So what we would like to do here to actually have fat loss is to pay for less energy, to put less energy in that the tower needs to maintain. Like maybe you put less energy in, so it has to take source of energy somewhere else. Like maybe if your tower has a power outage, there's like that power generator with like gas or something like that. My family has that. So when we have power outage, we have to use some sort of external energy to actually still maintain the electricity of this tower, right? So we got this tower, and we got the amount, like basically the electricity bills. Let's just say electricity here and just throw out water and all this stuff here so that you guys can easier to understand. So we got electricity bills here. The thing here is like how much electricity it needs. Now you need to put in less electricity. So the towers start to have an power outage at the end of the day, and they have to find an external source of energy somewhere to still keep that tower running with electricity. So that is how so that's how fat loss work. You basically put in less energy than your body needs, so that it takes energy from your body internally somewhere else, so that it could make up for the lack of energy. Basically, like the main source of energy for a human being like us is foods and consumable items. That could be whole foods, vegetable stuff, ultra processed food, some kind of caffeinated drinks, toxic exposure. But let's be real, all of those have calories. And at the end of the day, you need to put the amount of energy from every single food that you eat lower than the amount of energy here. The amount of energy that it needs to maintain your tower of, let's just say this is called the skyscraper of metabolism. So the skyscraper of metabolism, you would need to put less energy and less electricity in. That at the end of the day, maybe the tower of metabolism have a power outage, and then it would have to pull up whatever the machine is. I forgot. I don't know what that word is in English, but there's like a machine that runs with gas that turns that gas into electricity. It's basically just transform a form of energy into another form of energy. Newton says energy doesn't just magically appear or disappear. It just transforms from this form to another form, something like that. Some kind, yeah. More knowledge you know today, yeah. So what would the energy be if it has to take from somewhere else? If you don't put in enough food and energy, your body needs to maintain its state of life, right? So imagine here that the fat that you have in your body is like the bank vault, or like the oil rigs when it comes to your body. It's like if we have a power outage, the oil rigs comes in, goes through the machine, and actually turns it into energy to still keep the electricity of tower of metabolism up running. And the oil rigs come from a lot of places. Come from fat, from muscle mass, a lot of things else. Anything that can be converted into energy usually is fat, because fat is a pure form of energy more, and it transforms it into energy so that the amount of energy lacking can still meet the frame, and then the tower of metabolism still runs normally. So yeah, basically you just lose fat by giving your body less energy to maintain a state of running right now, so that it has to call up energy internally to make up for the lack of energy. So before we continue on this video, let me introduce myself. My name is Alfred. I went through the Gamer Nerd to Superman transformation in over 1,000 workouts before I reached 18, and those workouts are still stacking up. Like you can see on the before and after picture of mine, I have successfully did weight loss. And here are my recent success. I have lost 6 kilograms. Most of them were fat because I was still able to keep my strength in the gym. So I believe the content on this video can change your life. And if you're interested in this type of educational content, you can click subscribe down below, because I post once every 2 days. So let's continue back into the video. Now we're back into the main question we're gonna have on this video is that, can you spot reduce fat? Can you actually have this magical finger that God gave and imaginary, like I said before, the whoop, bye-bye bad fat, like I said before? Well, basically, in your body, there are so many oil rigs, like bunch and hundred thousands of fatty acids and fat molecules, and it's gonna connect you together and stuff like that. So, honestly, it would be such a pain to your internal system to actually have to know that, oh, I'm just have to lose fat from this here, so because our body needs aesthetic stuff like that. No, your body doesn't give a fuck about you need to look more aesthetics. The only thing that your body wants and needs to do is to maintain this tower of metabolism, no matter what is the price of the cost. So it will take fat away, but it will not care that where it would take that energy source from. The only thing it cares is that the power of metabolism still runs and working. So it would take fat from anywhere that's like, come on, anywhere that's convenient for them. So it could take some from legs, some stuff like that, overall throughout your body. It would take energy anywhere it can, because fat at the end of the day is still fat. There's nothing different about belly fat or leg fat or arms fat to your body. It's just energy at the end of the day. Your body doesn't have that function to pick an oil rate to actually maintain the state of the city of your body. Like basically, you wouldn't go out of the place and just order a sandwich from another 7-Eleven, for example. you love the fried chicken from 7-Eleven. So the fried chicken from 7-Eleven at your home is an 8 out of 10. But the fried chicken from the 7-Elevens, like 20 kilometers away. What the fuck is a mile? I'm just kidding. Okay, so 20 kilometers away. I don't know how that is in miles. I'm Asian. Give me a break. So 20 kilometers away, there's a fried chicken that is 9 out of 10. Would you drive 20 kilometers more just to have a bump a bit on the flavor? Like, the breading is a little bit more crunchy. The chicken's a bit more juicy. That's it. The flavor is kind of still the same because it's still fried chicken at the end of the day. No. Your body is basically the same. Like, oh, okay. So, like, hey, man, we're kind of lacking on energy today. So, oil rig 1, did you want to take this rig? You're, like, the closest to our body. Okay, sure, we'll take that rig. Well, but, like, isn't oil rig 10 has better feels? I don't care. You guys have, like, 8 out of 10 and 8.5 out of 10 fuels anyway. So, yours is closer. Let me just pump your fuel into maintaining this power of metabolism. It's basically what your internal body is saying right now. It's just pick the source of fat that is the most convenient for them to exchange into the body. Because the citizens inside of the tower of metabolism here, the skyscraper of the metabolism, they won't really last for like 30 plus minutes of power outage, right? That means you would die, basically. If you don't have metabolism happening in your body for 30 minutes, you die. And you can't really understand it. It's like people having an outage. No, oh my god. No, my project works like that. Like, imagine if there's an outage. They have to know that in beforehand that they have to have some sort of energy prepared in hand so that they can just pump in whenever there's like having a deficit to your body, so that it's prepared to not make the tower of metabolism go into outage. They have the energy pumped in right there. So now if they know that you're in a calorie deficit, they would just start to pump up the fat in to cover up for energy. So it would pick source of fat from somewhere that is the most convenient. So no, you can't really spot reduced fat. The only thing you can do is stay in a calorie deficit until the point that your body says that the fat from where you want to lose is now convenient enough, have an abundance enough amount that it will start to prioritize to use it more to maintain this tower of metabolism. So now we have covered the basics of how fat loss works and if you can spot or reduce fats in the first place. So great, now how do I get rid of my belly fat? You just need to be consistent in weight loss journey. So how do you lose weight consistently and still make it a fast result? You go by the process I call a mini cut. A mini cut is basically, let me just go through it very quickly. First, you need to know how much electricity the tower of metabolism needs. So basically your base metabolic rate. What I want you to do is go online, search calories maintenance calculator, go on the first website or something like that, go first or second website, enter your age, your height, your activity levels, all the information in that, something like that. It should give you a rough estimate numbers that you can pick up it right from there and start step 2. Step 2 is download any calorie tracker app. My personal use, MyFitnessPal. I have only been using that app since the beginning of my fitness journey because it's the most popular app, and yeah, I'm kind of used to using it now. Number 3, now you have downloaded the app, you can just enter the information right there, and usually MyFitnessPal just kind of gives you the calories amount. If you just enter your age, your height, your goals of how much kilograms of weight you want to lose, it gives you a rough estimate number right there. But a foolproof guide here for any app you can use is that you have that base metabolic calorie expenditure numbers right there. You need to subtract about 300 to 500 calories away from that. Depends on how hard you want your diet to be and how fast you want your fat loss progress to be. So subtract 300 to 500, and now that's your new goal calories. After you got that number, then you track every single food that you consume in a day. Whether if that's just one bit of tiny candy bar, one piece of chip, a little bit of oil wouldn't hurt, right? 1 tablespoon of oil has 110 calories. A bit more than that, but I use lard, so it has like 115 calories per tablespoon. A tablespoon like this has 110 calories. Yeah, now you're just gonna drizzle some oil and then you just added 300 calories or not. 300 calories may not sound like much, but it can be a difference between if you lose weight or just not. So try everything that you eat in a day, and at the end of the day, if it reaches the number, you're great. And now you just repeat that for around 3 months. And then you can just bump the calories back into your maintenance calories amount so your hormone doesn't get messed up. Alongside that, do resistance training, preferably hypertrophy training, to maximize the process of micro tears in the muscle so your body keeps muscle mass and actually lose fat. That is how you lose body fat. And if you stay consistent with it enough, the fat from where you want to lose body fat from will slowly get smaller and diminish its way, and slowly you will achieve your fitness goal. Where you lose your body fat, this is totally genetics. Basically, if you lose your body fat from arm first, that's genetic. If you lose body fat from your belly first, that's genetic. But I guarantee you one thing. If you just be consistent with this calorie deficit, not fast and slow, your body will say, okay, we only have energy from this belly part anyways. Even if it's a bit far away, we just have to commute that energy into maintaining this tower of metabolism anyway. So let's just take it. So if you stay consistent, you will undoubtedly lose fat from where you need to lose fat. So in conclusion, the finger on the first part I said in the video, the magical finger that magically puts the fat away in your body, does not exist. You cannot spot reduce fat. You can only slowly reduce fat in the process of putting less energy than the tower of metabolism requires to maintain its state right now, so your body slowly harvests internal energy to maintain the work of its tower. And if you're consistent with this calorie deficit and do what I said on the last part of the video, not soon then late, slowly, if you're consistent with it, you will achieve the goal of weight loss that you desire. But alongside that, I would still recommend you train, preferably hypertrophy training or weightlifting in general, so that you still send a message to your body that I'm training my muscles and I need my muscle right now, so you need to maintain that muscle mass so I can work with it later. So your body will be more prioritizing on actually harvesting the fat for external energy. And if you keep on a calorie deficit alongside with training weights, I guarantee you, men or women, you will start to look more toned, more jacked, more ripped, whatever your goal is. So yeah, take action, be consistent, and claim the fruit of your labor. And if you're a total newbie on this fitness era and don't know where to start, I have 3 free workout routines for you in the description down below that you can take by just one click of a link away. So you just click on that link, download the app, and it pops up, and when the app is downloaded, go back, click on those 3 links again. It will give you 3 free different workout routines that you can stack into a whole workout routine for a week. You can double that up to be a push-pull legs 2 times a week like that. But with those 3 workout routines, it will hit every single muscle group in your body, and it will be a great start to your fitness journey. So pick it up if you haven't. But if you want the advanced version, all my knowledge packed into one place, top link in the description down below is my Aesthetic Max protocol with only the price of under 5 personal training sessions. If you're interested in supporting me, you can check the first link in the description down below. That's it for today's video. I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.